Hey YouTube, this is Dave, and welcome to the unboxing of my Acer S241HL BMID. This is a 24-inch monitor, 61 centimeters, and it has a full 1920 by 1080p resolution. It's got 10 million to 1 contrast ratios, so we should get some nice colors, and now we're going to unbox it. Let's cut this thing open. And we have a little flap here. I'll raise it up. And inside we have a styrofoam with compartments. So here, the first thing we have is an HDMI cable. Then we have, this looks like to be the VGA cable. Then we have a dvi cable, DVI to DVI. Then this is the power cord, and then we have the power brick with a connection like this. And we have an audio 3.5 millimeter audio cable. Also in here is the neck of the monitor. There's a base also, and then you put the TV right on there, maybe with 1 or 2 screws. So let's pull this out and take a look. We have styrofoam here, and we have the base, and there's the base. It's got a little turn screw with a flathead screwdriver, and then we have the monitor itself. Very light. There's some instruction booklets here too, with a CD. I imagine that's to adjust things. So here we have it wrapped up in some plastic. And now let's take this off here, and we'll peel this right off. And here is the monitor itself. It's a widescreen monitor. And on the back here we have a place to put the stand with 1 screw. And in the connections in the back is a D-sub, VGA, a DVI, an HDMI, an audio in, and the power connector. You don't have to use the stand. It has holes in the back for VESA standard wall mounts. A major drawback to this monitor is that the speakers are very small and they point backwards, so you have the volume all the way up on the speakers on the monitor, and it's very, very low. I tried it with a HDMI at Apple TV and the Chromecast here, and the audio is just unbelievably low, no matter how high you put all the other settings. You also have a Kensington lock here. I wish this monitor had an audio output so that you can connect it to powered speakers, but it doesn't. So you're stuck with the speakers that are in here. If you're using this with a MacBook Pro, you can always use the headphone jack and hook it to a powered speaker, but that's just one more wire you have to have connected to your computer. In addition, there's 5 buttons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the power button right there. With the 5 buttons underneath, you can pretty much hit any of the buttons. It'll bring up a menu. You have input, you have volume, you have your settings, auto, and you can change the different filters so that you could switch back and forth to different types of screen resolutions. The middle one, adjust picture. As far as the picture quality, it's somewhat decent. It's not the best I've seen. This is the Chromecast, and it takes advantage of the full size of the screen. Here it is with an Apple TV hooked up with the HDMI. On a Mac, when you're screen sharing and you send your second screen or your mirrored screen over to the Apple TV, it doesn't take full advantage of the size of the screen. There's black bars on both sides and top and bottom. But that might just be a screen sharing Apple TV issue. When casting our tab over to the Chromecast, we take advantage of the full screen. Casting Netflix over works full screen with some black bars on top and bottom. Although this Acer has a great picture quality and easy to access setting buttons. I would love to see an additional HDMI, an audio output, and some way to over and under scan the size of your image, and better and bigger speakers. So this has been the review of the Acer S241HL. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you out. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll get more of these videos out to you. Have a nice day, and I'll see you on the next video.